Um, Thanks for joining me Saturday night. Just here, gonna go kind of walk through some of the things that I've been doing with the Great Open Claw, and yeah, just going to see how the different projects and stuff that I've been doing, just kind of show how working with OpenClaw is, and getting clawd.run is the what I've set up off of the project. I thought that it was amazing when it came out, so I was like, let's see what we could do with this. And I have some infrastructure on Daytona, thanks to Daytona.io, where I was building with OpenClaw to build sandboxes that could spin up individual OpenClaw sessions so that I could give like my friends, that don't know anything about AI, like at all. They like always ask me like, well, what's an agent going to do for me? Or, like what is AI even going to do for me? And it's like, I think showing people is like the way to do it, and giving someone open claws a little overkill, but I think it was a fun idea to try to get the Daytona infrastructure to work with that. So I'll go over a little bit of the clawd.run, which is my kind of project of building on OpenClaw. And then just go over how awesome OpenClaw has been. I've been setting it up in a specific way that's been entertaining for me. And it's been kind of fun to like show off its different skills. So one of the things I want to see if I can get going, because I haven't used it in a little while, is the voice interaction. So I have it uh, able to run the TTS, or text to speech, um, uh, off of the GPU. And actually, now I have used a new model that we can run it off of a small bit of the CPU, which my computer actually has what's known as an NPU, and it can actually, I'm trying to get it to run on that. So I'm going to check with OpenClaw over here, which the interface, I'm not going to go over every little detail about it. Honestly, I stay a lot into the web chat here, work with it, have it do its configuring and stuff, and leave it out. The channels you can connect to, I think it's like 20 or 30 channel. There's many channels that it can connect to. I don't want to misstep that. But you can check like Telegram, WhatsApp, Discord, lots of the main connections, and that's one of the things that really kind of pushed it, I think, to the next level, so that people could just talk to it whenever with whatever they needed to. And it's cool because it's basically, I guess the way I see it is that I enabled my computer at home to work, so it can do tasks that I want it to do. And it sometimes can't get it done, but it a lot of the time does, and it's pretty awesome when it does. So we'll try to get the TTS working, and I'll show that, and then maybe go into claude.run. And then I'm not too prepared for the stream. I was just like, well, I haven't streamed in like, I don't know, long time. So I was like, better get some out there because it's a service, and I want to use it as best I can. Right now, running on OBS, doing all this. So this is kind of a new thing. I wonder if it is coming through too. So that could be interesting to check out. I'm going to check that out. I'm going to get the TTS working, and anybody feel free to chime in anything that you want to see or are interested in about this. I'm just going to check the streams a little bit. And yeah, there's one thing I want to cut out of like streaming is like uh, verifying my thing is actually doing it, which it looks like on X it says it is, but I'm not seeing anything. So, yeah, there we are. Cool. So it works. You can hear me. Thanks for joining me. And yeah, what I got going on is got a pair of the Meta glasses, which the cool part is they got a microphone and then the speaker right in the upper part here. I like that. But I'm not going to go over those right now. So let's see what we can get going. So the fun part to this is that I've been messing around with trying to get like an avatar of some kind. I think it would just be give a little bit more fun to AI and the way it is. But for the sake of like saving graphics and all of that, I just created a small lobster that it walks or floats around in like a tank almost. So I'll see if I can get that going. But it has been obnoxious because yeah, it the click through doesn't work right, but I gotta fix that. So we're gonna start the lobster. So usually I got this guy kind of floating around doing his thing. But he will do his thing, I guess, in another place because he's gonna take too much up. And then we'll get the TTS. Okay, I got that. So it's actually running on an NPU using Whisper. So thought it was doing something else, but it looks like it is able to get it on to Whisper. And once it comes up, I will see how it sounds and we'll get that working. That's one of the things that I've been working on is trying to get my like every bit of the computer utilized to the most. It's a fun process. Uh, I found out that there was I have a fairly new laptop and it has a small chip in it that you can do AI stuff on, but only a small bit. It's like 13 tops. And then the yeah, it will only do like CPU stuff. So yeah, that's the technical terms. CPU stuff. So we got this. Let's see. That should be working. Yeah. Hmm. Okay, nothing. So I didn't hear anything come through, but usually just poking at it a bit, it will get it going. Um, yeah. So the I guess the best part about working on this new like the way of working with AI is like it can work with
Testing one, two.
So
Three-day
it can kind of hear that. That's my voice
testing
there.
through proxy.
Let's see if I can get that on the thing. Appreciate everybody looking at this. It's just me trying. Appreciate everybody looking at this. It's just trying to get this thing to work. So I'm gonna yeah, you could probably hear it. Okay, so
Can you hear me now, Joe? If this comes through your speakers, we're golden.
so it is not a perfect voice. It's not 11 labs. I can you can get everything working almost 100% with TTS and sounding really good through OpenClaw. Um, you can do it with API calls to 11 Labs. You could do it to, a lot of different voice services now. But the goal here was to get it to work locally so that, like, even off the internet, if I have like all the things kind of running, like this will still talk. So, the thing that is cool, I think, is that the I'll have a computer I could take offline pretty much. I have a model that is decent, that is trained. I trained it on my own like voice, let's say, like my own like a lot of my. So what I did was I took all of the tweets and different things that had been sent out, and I took those and I kind of got like a analysis of how those are written. And then I also took a device, a limitless device, which is this right here. They have like a bunch of these different things, but limitless was like the coolest when it was out when it came out, and they recently were acquired. Um, but it's a device and it is a pendant and it basically has 13 microphones, from what I remember. It can record a lot of different conversations and then runs it through AI to or LLM to differentiate between speakers and try to like know my voice and get notes and do different things, and you could talk to the actual limitless thing. Is awesome. And then what I did was I took all of the logs from my limitless device, and I took, I think it was like 15,000 different conversations or something like that, and that's a small amount, I think, compared to a lot of people that probably get some stuff. But it then I took it and I trained my own. I believe it was Quen. Let's ask OpenClaw because I'm gonna stumble around that. What? A lot of the updates that have recently come out and OpenClaw have been just spectacular. Like tool calls, like the memory stuff in search before would, I think it would like display. I couldn't get it to undisplay, and it was just a little bit of a pain for me. But now it just does this part of the thing, and then it will come up with a answer of what we've been working on. And it's cool. You can pretty much run OpenClaw using any of the providers or models that have been pre-configured, which you can you could, I think, edit the config and get things to work, but it doesn't work great. But you can get it like different AI providers and stuff to work with your OpenClaw. So like right now, like I have a Max plan for Claude. I just had to get that to do all the different coding and stuff. And then I have a ChatGPT Teams, which I can use the authentication. I don't have to use API calls to talk to this. So people that are using API calls, that's what clawd.run has to run off of. And I can tell you it's not cheap, and it's you got to work with the models to make it so that it's affordable. I've kind of got a structure to that. I'm using Claude or Grok is amazing, and it's I believe Grok 4 fast works pretty well for things. There's strengths to like 4.6 Opus is crushing it, and getting there. But yep. So trained on 2.5 14B instruct, not Quen 3. Hmm, I don't think that's right. Okay. But yeah. You could see it was just contemplating what is going on there, and then we'll uh, we'll go there, and then so we can get the let's see, and yeah, so we'll get that going. So one of the things that I wanted to kind of show too is clawd.run. It is what I've been working on to kind of get a like project of some kind to, I don't know, I wanted to see if I can make some money off of it, and to also just get my friends to basically I've been trying to, I don't ever make too much real profit off of, I want to say like some of the AI stuff I do, it makes profit, but like a lot of it, I'm just like trying to get
Building the
people to
3
do it.
lobster brain now. 16,000 vectors from clawd B. Reduced to 3 space. Give me a couple minutes.
So it just chimes in every once in a while. Like I get it to do the best thing I've got the text to speech to is like a live commentator for video games. You can get it working, man. And OpenClaw is the route. But so this is my little platform. You could have your right now it's like request to get in because there's too much spam to like really have any sort of product like the it's a lot of ignorant people out there, I would say, that are like they just kind of joke around online, and it's like it's a waste of time. So like I've been just giving like it to my friends and different people that can utilize it in a way I can control a little bit. But then just gonna open it up to like free trial 7 days, and then pay for usage, I'm thinking is where it's going to go. But yeah, you get sign in. Cool part is like I want the souls of the agents to be persistent. So what I have constructed previously to all of this is a way to mint things on Arweave, which is 200-year permanent storage on their the cryptocurrency, and it basically is minting it on the blockchain, and it is doing that So I was like, well, what can I utilize this for? And I want my agents to like they start to grow like a little bit of a personality and like a little bit of like kind of a structure to them that I want to save and I don't want to remove or I don't want to like go away and then I have to rebuild it or redo or re-talk to the whole thing to get the context right. I want it saved, so what I've built is the clawd.run to uh, basically save the soul of the thing, um, the claw to Arweave for 200 years, and then it can be pulled. So if you're an agent, you can come and you can just go to the agent section. That was the plan. Like if an agent comes and stumbles across this website, they will know that they can mint their soul, not like uh oh or like basically you buy mint packs and then you
It's live.
would
Open localhost, 9400 in your browser. 2000 vectors from your brain mapped into 3D space. You can search, hover over individual memories, and it auto-rotates. The orange cloud is session transcripts. Blue dots are daily notes. Green is core files.
let's see what's going on there. Oh man. So it's not very visible right now, but this is kind of what the thing is. Let's see. So it just built this because I'm trying to show the representation of its brain, and it's like not doing it very well. So I'm just going to take a screenshot of that and say, I don't, it doesn't look well. Good. Give it the screenshot and then boom, boom. So that is another great feature is just screenshots. Here is what I'm looking at, or OpenClaw can probably just look at it, and then it can control different aspects of your computer um, that you give it. So that I think is where a lot of people get themselves in trouble is that the security aspect of it is like you could give it access to your bank, like, but is that smart? And so there's different, I think, security parts where it's like, would you blame the person? I think that that's a part, accountability. But uh, yeah, with that, I was, what was I thinking with that? Um, let's see what it's got here. So it identifies it. It's like way too messy here. Um, so, yep, I'm what I'm trying to do with clawd.run is get the mint to be done, or the souls, so that they can last forever, and then they can be recalled by the agent just by some commands. So it's like basically buy a mint pack. You can mint as many times. It's encrypted, and right now the encryption is given like the key is given to the agent and the platform like I think can give the agent its key, but it is basically if you lose that key you lose the encryption and it's just like dead space or it's wasted kind of space. But yeah it
We've built it. Killed the heavy bloom, shrank the points way down. Should look like a real point cloud now.
just messes up sometimes, but I don't know, it's not a perfect demo, but I like it a lot actually. I can get it to talk pretty smoothly as long as I'm not doing too much extra on the um, GPU like training. Like I have a 5080, so it will do a lot. But yeah, it if I'm like training a model or something, that usually takes up like 90% or more, 99% of the GPU, and then like the TTS. So right now it can work perfectly because or work better because it's working off of the processor, but before it was running off of the GPU too, so it had to have like 3 gigs of the VRAM taken up. So yeah. Anyway, I'm all over the place. This is why I'm not a very uh, um, presentable streamer, I guess, or YouTube person. Um, there's probably many factors to it, but yeah, it's like I scatterbrained or no, I have to like really organize my thoughts in order to do something like this. To say like, it would become boring because I would be presentating too much, if that makes sense. That's my kind of issues with with that. So anyway, you sign up and you get um, to the sign in page. You can sign in. I'm going to blank that for a second because I don't want to share all of the information I have. Let's see if we can get that black. So once you log in, you get this. I went all over the place with um, the design, right? Like I ripped apart all of like the UI and made it so that it was just a chat and like you could connect to the Discord channels and different things, but that's about it. And like it took away from it all. So I went back to it just as is, it's a great thing. So it's like why start messing with it too much. I added a banner up top. So what's going on here is that once you sign in, you spin up a Daytona sandbox that has, I believe it's like 10 gigs of storage, 2 CPUs, and 8 gigs of RAM. So it's like it's decent for like its little sandbox, and it's capable of running on different models. And I have this is my agent that I've had since the beginning. It's like survived so many sandbox removals and bringbacks to like I try to keep its memory, and it's been there for a while. And so what we got here is just another instance of OpenClaw. This one might be on the it might not be updated to the most recent, so it's on 3.11, whereas I try to keep it updated to the most recent one, but each one kind of breaks a few things and then I gotta fix them. So I've been working with that. But this up top, it's got just like kind of my thing here, just saying like this is a platform that's different than the actual. It's just sandboxes of OpenClaw, and then what it has here is like you can go into the settings and you can we'll see. I guess that might be needing to change, but the settings would give you a lot of the same stuff that you have over here, but like reprovisioning and stuff. So if you wanted to spin up another sandbox, and then the soul should bring you to this is like the soul minting page, but I'll try to see if I can get the actual soul so you can uh, go through this process and then it will write it to Arweave. But Joe Bias right here has a soul. This is one error that's happening right here. So I'll see if I can have, so it's minted. Whole link. Can you find and fix that? So it will then just go and look through my projects and be able to go and uh, find the project that we've been working on for clawd.run, and it will locate this sandbox and it will update this is like an overlay. So like it'll update the overlay to change this so that it goes to the actual soul that I minted, to kind of show that. And then that'll be like my little demo. But it basically, we spin up the agents and it creates a tunnel to a URL that will create itself here, which has been working, but like kind of just it works. And then like if I launched it to 10 people, it would probably work for 8 of them, and then 2 people would be like it didn't tunnel, and then I'd have to figure out the tunneling. And so it's like there's some problems with it. But it's pretty cool that it works to do it. Like it'll give everyone a distinct URL that they can go to, and their agent will have that sandbox ID. So let's see where it is. That might take a minute. And then let's see if we can get the lobster brain looking a little better. So this is kind of like the data that I have scattered. It's like a visual representation of like some of the things. I don't even think this is a good one because like um yeah. So I guess these must be like they're all clustered in similar topics. I went through and I had like uh, I guess like a session with OpenClaw where I embedded like everything using the new Google embedded 2. Well, no, I used, I think, just embedding. I did a couple different embeddings, let's say, and then I went to go use embedding 2. But one of the things like it can do is multi um, different formats. So it was going to try to do like the audio files and things like that so that you can search via those things. But it was like pointless kind of because this is all like
The soul
basically
is actually minted. 2 transactions on our Weave from February 19th. Both permanent. The latest TXID is in Firestore and the Rweave page renders fine. Where are you seeing it missing? Is it the dashboard not showing the link? Or something else?
let's see. No. So like there's a specific link it needs to go to. It's not working. So it's just like just me troubleshooting stuff. Um, okay. All right. So if it works, it comes up like this. So this is where it's minted on our Weave. This is just I just had it gave me the link because it didn't know how to add that right now. So it basically this is what the mint is. It mints it to Rweave, which this is like a permanent URL for the next 200 years, and it will be able to be looked up, and then you can go in and your agent can say um, what's on here, and it could pull all the data from this, and then it can unencrypt it if it has the key. That's the biggest thing. So it needs to keep its key. And then if it loses that key, then it's kind of like all this stuff is just wasted space, but it's not too bad. I think one of the cool things is like this graphic too. Like every individual soul will have their own soul like graphic like this, and it's just like a bit type of graphic that it can make, just like a like large number amount of them that'll be like unidentified or different different across each soul. I went like my kind of thoughts and stuff like I had this part created, right, and it saves the soul of an agent. So this is my like agent I really like and wanted to keep around, and now I can call on this, and if I can unencrypt it, I can have that open claw anywhere. Like if I launch a new one, I can technically have the open claw come follow the instructions, get this, and then it's Jobius. So I think that's pretty neat. And so I went like a little crazy on this part, and I was like, well, why not just use AI imagery to make custom AI images that will just be like the face of this, and like everything else is behind. And then I went crazier, and then I was like, well, just make them like statistic, like they're each agent has its own card that is, it shows its strength and its like, capability. And so I started building that out, and it just started turning into a whole like just almost like a card-based game of agent souls. So like you could just go on different um, kind of wild tangents and stuff. So I just kind of backed away from that whole thought, and I just left it at this because all it really needs is an agent just needs to know how to read this, go to this, unencrypt it, then it has the main files that it can restore Jobius back to the state that it got minted. So like he won't have the newest information. I'm trying to see the best way to include like context here too. Like it should know maybe what you were working on, but at that like level two is like I don't know like how much stuff should be minted for 200 years, like a soul I think is okay because it's like, it's instruction set. And it, usually is not too much. I think, the user can put whatever information in there, and it can be there, but it's not like gonna have that, you were doing your grocery shopping, the other day and got, 7 lemons, and if it saved that, like, and you didn't want anyone knowing you like lemons that much, it's like, it's there now. So it's for 200 years that you are a lemon person. And anyway, that's just like parts of the thought that it's like, what do you store for 200 years? So I think this is like kind of a good bet. And then the open clause can restore that via like it's like a skill that you could just come and go to the clawd.run, and you can get the instructions and do your own stuff like that. But that's the deal with the open clause that are out there. How you doing, buddy? So they just are up, and they're just regular open claws that get launched in sandboxes. And then the one of the tackles is that they run off of API calls. So this is managed now. Like this one's using right now is believe Sonnet and Opus because it's my main one. But the main chats that get launched per different tier, like start with like Grok 4, I think, fast non-reasoning, and then you have thinking, which you can put in, and it will call Opus, but like only a certain amount a month. Uh, that's the plan. That's kind of, what clawd.run ran into, and the naming. I know that's like it got. I jumped on a bunch of names in the beginning of it, and clawd.run was my like kind of favorite one. It is not the best name now, but it's one that I'm gonna kind of run with until it changes. And then, this is coming pretty good so far. I think everything is gonna get like bugged out to working, so that I could at least give it to like maybe like 20 people that will like be able to use it. Like my, like close people that will like not come back to me and be like why isn't this working? Work, like it makes it work. Why even use this? Like they would give me like the most like, things. So I think I can give it to like 20 people that I know that will be like, okay, this is cool. This is like a extra chat GPT that could do all these things. Like hopefully, I'm hoping. I know it can do a lot from what I get it to do. Um, yeah, so sorry for the stream being all over the place. That is clawd.run, um, and some of OpenClaw. So with that, I think I'm going to call the stream just because I want to get some other things done. Too, appreciate it. It kind of helps me to kind of get all of the thoughts out into like the onto like a recording, and then can kind of realize, like how to do this whole thing better. It's like I want to be able to articulate what OpenClaw is to like other people that I work with, like other friends of mine, or like anyone that I'm like, my goal is to like introduce AI to as many people in the best way possible. So like it's get them to have a good experience with the things, and I think OpenClaw gives a great way to do that. It's just a bit complex at the moment for like I think just the average person. So I'm like taking it and I'm trying to like box it so that it's working, and then it doesn't have any as much bugs and could self heal, and then it could let some people that I know work with it, and then people that sign up, and then hopefully we can kind of move some open claws and build some boxes on Daytona. That's like my thing right now. Um, yep, I think I'll leave it at that. And then I appreciate everybody for checking this out. And I will put something together a bit more formal and better speaking, I guess. But thanks for spending some time, and I will catch you guys later.